If you know you love Burna Boy, please make sure to watch the video to the very end. Please! You see my dark shades on like I can't see you, but you know, say me fancy you. Now, this was a song called Like to Party by Burna Boy as far back as 2013. Now, this was Burna Boy's first song that actually brought him to limelight. 2010, remember that, right? And Burna Boy was under Aristocrat Records at then, but there's something that you guys have not really understood what's happening. Speed Darlington only came out in 2017 with Bang Dang Dang.
I take a third step here, Bang Dang Dang.
PDD actually noticed Speed Darlington, and when PDD noticed Speed Darlington, in fact, he said that Speed Darlington is actually inspiring him.
I'm that nigga, Speedy, inspiring Gigi, since 2017. Bang Dang Dang.
This was PDD's own words, right? So Speed Darlington obviously has known this whole PDD thing, and there's a time he said that PDD invited him, he didn't go. It's about 2017, right? And mind you, Burna Boy was still grinding from that 2013 and only blew up a year after Speed Darlington blew up, and that was in 2018. Now, but the blowing is very different, right? And this is how it happened. Like, Burna Boy blew up a year in 2018. Speed Darlington blew up with Bang Dang Dang in 2017. But when we look at somebody who has like catalogs, like somebody who has history of music, is actually Burna Boy. So Burna Boy has like a lot of footing already in the music industry as Speed Darlington. But mind you, somebody was noticed first. Like, somebody was actually noticed first in 2018, like with this PDD thing. Now, there's something that you guys have already not understood there. In the entertainment industry, clout chasing is a thing. And now, why do you think Burna Boy had to arrest Speed Darlington? Burna Boy actually was not supposed to arrest Speed Darlington if I were to be in his shoes, because why? You see, entertainment involves you trying to make content. Music is a content. Whatever I'm doing now is actually content. Everything is a content, and everybody's trying to, you know, be out there, so the algorithm picks them and they go viral the more and they make more money, right? Now, Speed Darlington, the time PDD got arrested, Speed Darlington saw it as an opportunity to actually, you know, use Burna Boy as a clout to climb. I mean, that's what Speed Darlington actually does. I mean, like, after the blowing in 2017, nobody really, you know, like, he's not mainstream, like, so he's actually, they know him, right? But it's not mainstream. You can't compare Speed Darlington to Burna Boy in the music industry. Like, they're two different opposites, isn't it? But this is what really happened. When Speed Darlington saw it as an opportunity, he started asking, you know, like the viral.
I just the wonder, Burna Boy, this video, I they ask you question. Don't get offended. Now question I they ask. How many oil did you drop for your nyash before them give you that trophy? Burna, how many oil them rob for your nyash before? Burna.
I mean, mind you, because PDD is actually in jail because he has been arrested, and there's a lot of case against him, but that one is story for another day. So Speed Darlington saw it as an opportunity. I decided to use it to clout chase. Mind you, it's clout chasing. It's not as if anything he said there. How many people take what Speed Darlington is saying serious? Like, go and watch most of the videos, you see that Speed Darlington is really just catching crew.
She dey sell mama put at 24, divorced at 22. Oh my God.
Darlington is not somebody that is going to fight or things like that. He's just a cruise master. So nobody takes what he's saying serious. Now, Burna Boy decided to take it serious and arrested Speed Darlington, and Speed Darlington was arrested. In fact, he was arrested for a while. Like, nobody even knew what was happening until people got in and people decided to now take Speed Darlington out of the prison prison, and now Burna Boy automatically gave SpeedDarlington endless clout and endless content, because SpeedDarlington is still doing that same thing that he did as when the first news came out that P Diddy was arrested, and when he asked how many oil they use on Burna Boy's nyash, right? Good. It's that Burna Boy has automatically give him endless content, isn't it? Now I want you guys to understand something. I've been, before the whole Burna Boy blowing the outsiders thing, I always went to Burna Boy's shows. I always go to, I'm in entertainment industry, right? So I always go to Burna Boy's show, and I can remember a very show in Enugu that was Fino Fest, and Burna Boy was performing. And I think somebody tried taking off his Timberlands, and Burna Boy ideally tried, to like kick the person, right? This was when Burna Boy has not blown up to Yale. I'm not talking about Yale, I'm talking about within that 2013 down, when he was still, there, but he was nobody. People don't really like, they don't really like rate him the way he's supposed to be rated, right? Because he says of course he's very good. Like I said, I started following Burna Boy right from the very first song I heard, Like to Party, isn't it? So that means before the whole outsider movement, people who call themselves outsiders and not outsiders, I've been a fan of Burna Boy, and like I love Burna Boy to the end, right? And also love Darlington. But I've noticed something. Burna Boy has always, during his upcoming days, Burna Boy has always been in the news for the wrong thing. There's a time he fought with Mr. 2K, he broke Mr. 2K's head. He's always fighting, he's always doing one thing. Next thing he's having issues with AKA in South Africa. Next thing he's doing this. But now there's something that most of you have not understood. Behind the Odogu, behind the Lamborghini boy, behind the City boy, behind the Big Seven, there's something that Burna Boy is actually hiding. And let me tell you what Burna Boy is hiding. Should I tell you that? Burna Boy is actually hiding behind his free ego. Burna Boy has a free ego. Do you know why I'm telling you this? Burna Boy has been doing this thing, and now he's a big shot, isn't it? Now, if Burna Boy doesn't have a free ego, this was something that he should have overgrown. Because he now has money, he now has fame, he has everything, and he's on top. So because he has a free ego, this was why this thing SpeedDarlington did got to him. It doesn't matter what it is. Have you forgotten that Dangote's nyash is actually online, that somebody posted? Did Dangote comment when his ex-girlfriend posted it and she wanted to use it to chase clout and things like that? Dangote did not even say one thing. Why do you think Dangote didn't say anything? This is somebody that has control over his emotions. Drake's Bola is actually online. How many of you know when it leaked? Somebody actually leaked it, but Drake didn't say anything, and that thing just died down like that. This is something that Burna Boy has actually not studied to understand, and that people are actually watching, and they know this thing. They now know that any little thing can get into his head. So what do you think is going to happen? His enemies will use it against him. His rivals will use it against him. It's only a matter of time. Now you can see that Chief Priest actually started using it against him. Because you've just shown something. You've just shown that that's behind your Odogu that they can tell you something and to trigger you. You want to fight, you want to prove, So this is the only thing I want to say that to Burna Boy, that there's something that is called the 3 day rules. Now the 3-day rule is something that I saw online. I think I've seen Drake even saying that within 3 days, anything anybody says about you, if it goes viral online, especially online, and you apply this 3 days, I mean in 3 days it's actually going to die down. Because why? You didn't pay attention to it, you just ignore it. If Burna Boy had ignored SpeedDarlington, trust me, SpeedDarlington wouldn't be chasing cloud with this very thing. This thing would have died down automatically. Now you have Chief Priest chasing cloud with it. You're going to see more people chasing cloud with it. But mind you, Burna Boy worked so hard, and nobody is supposed to be so concerned with how he got his Grammy, because his record is there. I mean, why are we so bothered with what somebody is doing with their, their privates? Like, it's nobody's business, isn't it? So SpeedDarlington literally saw it as an opportunity to chase clout, and Burna Boy responding is what has bettered to this endless clout chasing. So I just want you guys to understand, if you're an artist, an upcoming artist, and your aim is to be up there, just understand this thing. Once you get there, people are going to try and use your name for clout chasing. And if you have a frail ego, you don't have emotional control, your emotional intelligence is not really there, you need to understand that it's only a matter of time you'll find yourself coming down. Yeah, if you love content like this, I just hope that you share, like, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys some other time.